For Now and Forever. The Inn at Sunset Harbour, Book 1. Forever and for Always. The Inn at Sunset Harbour, Book 2. Written by Sophie Love. Narrated by Elaine Wise. For Now and Forever. The Inn at Sunset Harbour, Book 1. Written by Sophie Love. Narrated by Elaine Wise. Chapter 1. Emily ran her hands down the black silky material of her dress, smoothing out the creases for what must have been the 100th time that night. "You seem nervous," Ben said. "You've barely touched your food." Her eyes darted down to the half-eaten chicken on her plate, then back up at Ben, who sat across from her at the beautifully laden dinner table, his face lit by candlelight. For their 7-year anniversary, he'd taken her to the most romantic restaurant in New York. Of course she was nervous, especially since the small Tiffany's box she'd found hidden in his sock drawer weeks before had not been there when she'd checked that evening. She felt certain that tonight was the night he would finally propose. The thought made her heart hammer with anticipation. "I'm just not that hungry," she replied. "Oh," Ben said, looking slightly perturbed. "Does that mean you won't be wanting any dessert? I've had my eye on the salted butterscotch mousse." She most certainly didn't want dessert, but she had a sudden fear that perhaps Ben had hidden the ring in the mousse. It would be a corny way to propose, but by now she would take any way at all. To say Ben was afraid of commitment was an understatement. It had taken 2 years of dating before he'd even been okay with her leaving her toothbrush at his apartment, and 4 years before he finally decided she could move in. If she so much as mentioned children, he turned as white as a sheet. "Please order the mousse if you want," she said. "I've still got my glass of wine." Ben gave a small shrug, then called over the waiter, who swiftly removed his empty plate and her half-eaten chicken. Ben stretched his hands out and took both of hers in his. "Did I tell you you look beautiful tonight?" he asked. "Not yet," she said, smiling slyly. He smiled in return. "In that case, you look beautiful." Then he reached into his pocket. Her heart seemed to stop beating. This was it. It was really happening. All those years of anguish, of Buddhist monk-level patience, were about to finally pay off.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?